It was 2012. I was really excited to be going to Vietnam on holiday. Just before I went, I had a ear infection. So I went to the doctor. I thought I would need to be sorted out. He gave me antibiotics and I was cleared. Off I went to my holiday, had a lovely holiday, returned, the ear infection returned. And I thought, well, so I went to the doctor and he said, let's do some tests. Within days, he was back in touch to say, something's not right. So I had an ultrasound scan in a local clinic to find a lump, and that's where it all began. And I wasn't ill, I had no symptoms of anything. I was playing football, I was walking, running, had no symptoms of any illness. I went to the urinary department for examination, and they said, yes, something was wrong, we'll get you in a week. It became an exploratory op because it clearly identified there was a bigger problem. It wasn't just my bladder where the lump was, it was the bowels as well. Over the following months, I had various investigations, and then in August, I went in for an operation where 2 teams of professionals worked on me. One took my bladder apart and rebuilt it, and the other took out part of my bowels and gave me a stoma instead. That sorted me out in the short term. But I think the urine infection got me into the system early. Because my GP immediately spotted that there was something that needed urgent action, and he pushed me on that pathway very quickly. If I'd have shaken it off, ignored it, 3, 4 more months, who knows? No, it could have been too late, because I know from other cases that early intervention makes the difference. I think it did in my case. Dozens of people helped me when I was in the NHS, the medical teams, all the support teams, the nursing staff, the support staff, but they're doing their job and they don't have time to sit down with you for 15 minutes and talk you through that crisis point. I had a big network of family and friends who all supported me all the way through, so I personally didn't need to contact a charity like this, but I would have done if I'd have needed it, and it would have been here for me. And I think that's the reason I'm trying to help now, because I know there were people I've lost to cancer who would have benefited from their support. I think my opportunity now as I don't like to use the word survivor, is to be a support for this charity in doing the work it is now going to do for other people like me. I didn't realise how important this sort of work was because I hadn't been in the eye of the storm. But once you've been through that, off and on, I had 6 years of involvement with the hospital. I had chemotherapy, I had post-operation, separate operations regarding my stoma. At some stage you come to the end of that. When you're a cancer patient, however you describe it, you face a precipice. You're at the edge, and you don't know if you're going to be one of those people who comes back from the edge or you're going to go over and everything is lost. And you need somebody slightly removed who can be that supportive person, that mentor or whatever you like to call it, but they can do it without the worry of being a husband, a wife, a child, parent, but they can be slightly removed and be there totally for you when you need them, without worrying, am I going to lose my mum? Is my dad going to die? And I think that's the role that charities like this fulfil.